Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Ladder Road to Masters, that whole series in which I play 1v1s on the ladder and then I record them for all you fine folks on the YouTubes to watch. So this is a game between me, VSG Logert, the Red Protoss, down in the 7 o'clock position versus Kiro Fenrir, the Blue Zerg, up in the 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock position, something like that. This map is Star Station. I used to have it so that I wouldn't play on it, but now I'm actually really liking it because it's cross spawns only. And it's a very big map, so it's very easy to take your natural, obviously. And then your third's pretty close by, and then your fourth isn't too far either, so it's really nice. Although there is an attack path if you open this up, but still. So I send out a probe to scout after all this stuff. Send out a probe because I'm in Gold League now, and Gold League, you really need to scout what they're doing. Simply because there's a lot more aggressive harass-based builds in Gold League. Like back in Silver League, there really wasn't much harassing, but now in Gold League you'll find that at least every Terran does drops. So I send my probe in here, and I try not to. I also have the cool pylon skin. If you didn't already know, that's so cool. I love that pylon skin. Anyway, send the probe in here, and my goal is to keep it alive as long as possible because I see this early spawning pool. Because normally Zergs opt for an expansion before spawning pool. At least that's what I've been told. So I assumed Banelings, and I'm pretty sure my probe goes down here and just waits a little bit. But, so back at my base, I assume I'm going to be versing like Ling Baneling or something like that. Something similar to that. So I didn't know exactly when Ling Baneling hits, but I was going to be prepared for it. Because I was like, okay, I need Stalkers. This is literally what I was thinking. I played this game late last night. I was thinking, okay, I need Stalkers. Although, maybe he wasn't. He got a hatch around 14, so I think I scout that too. So I see that, the spawning pool, and then I see the gas, I believe. Like if you look at me, where I'm looking at. Yep, I think, do I see the gas? Move, man. Move the probe. Yep, I see the gas, so I'm like, shit, probably Banelings. So then I come home, and I'm just like, well, fuck. So I'm like, I need to get out of Zealot, because the Zealot will hold off the early Lings. And then I need Stalkers, because Banelings do shit versus Stalkers. Although I don't believe he ever actually even made a Baneling's nest. So I read that wrong, so that was a bad read from me in the beginning. It wasn't so much that I'm going to change my build-up for the Banelings, it's just I wanted to be ready for them. Because, oh, sounds maybe a little too loud, so we're going to turn it down a little bit. Turn it on to 3%. So, it wasn't that I was going to change my strategy up for the Banelings, I simply wanted to know they were coming. Like, I don't necessarily, Protoss aren't really a reactionary race, so I wasn't going to change my strategy for it, I was just not going to let it hit me unprepared, because that's when Banelings are the worst, is when they hit you and you have no idea they're coming. So, like, if you can just get a sentry and just force field them out and then kill them with Stalkers, like, you didn't have to change anything up, you'd get a Stalker and a sentry anyway. But just as long as you knew they were coming, you'd know to force field the ramp, and then you can easily just take care of them. So, I just wanted to know what was happening, and I saw the hatchery, didn't really change my opinion, although he sent the queen down there. Oh, he made creep with it. So he's going for an early creep spread, which means he's probably going to go for heavy Lings, because Lings like to have creep spread. Is that what I thought? I don't know. I don't think I saw the creep spread. So, in the production tab, you see he's getting speed, which means he's going to be going early Lings, because he's getting speed that quick. He throws on a Roach Warren and Evo Chamber. Not exactly sure what he's doing now. Roach Ling. Maybe he's just adding on the Evo Chamber. Or adding on the Roach Warren just because roaches are a good unit to just, in case you get attacked, just mass them up. So I only have 2 gateways out and a Twilight, because I was going to go for Blink. I was going to go for a Blink push behind the Banelings. So I figured there's going to be Baneling, Ling, and if I can just get out Blink Stalkers, I can, like, use my Mothership Core as an observer, blink up on his high ground, get a couple sentries, force field around me, take out his army, take out his base, win the game. That was kind of my game plan. I've never really gone Blink Stalker before, but get the blink as soon as it happens. Yep, got the blink, and I think I chrono it. Yep, I chrono it. So I have 2 gates about to add a third on, and then the Twilight Council. So he's seen that I haven't expanded yet, which means I'm a bit behind in economy, but I'm opting more for units. So I put up a wall here, which doesn't really work. I need more units. Also, the Mothership Corps can use Time Warp, which is very useful versus Banelings because it slows them down so they really can't hit you. And if they do hit you, you kill like half of them off. So I believe I could Chrono right now. Oh man, I'm playing good. I'm Chronoing as soon as I can. Because I need to get this Blink out, because if I'm facing Heavy Ling, which I'm assuming I am, I really haven't scouted since then because I didn't get a Robo. I'm kind of playing blind. Ooh, change that into a Warp Gate, man. I should really do that. I need to work on that too, is checking back for my Warp Gates. I need to just check on things more. But, yeah, I put a pylon down here. See, I am facing pretty heavy Lings, at least for right now. So I was right in that regard. So I just keep adding on more Stalkers, because my Stalkers will have to blink, so they can just blink away from a surround. And then I have a couple Zealots just to, I don't know, clean up a few of them. So I was going to, like, sit right here, I get surrounded, blink back here behind a Nexus or something. Just so he can't get a full surround. It's much harder for him. So he's taking a third. I still have not taken my natural, which honestly is not advisable, and it's not my normal build for me to expand this late. But I just kind of did. So it was really scary though, because I'm like, I am so far behind. Like, I was just thinking that I'm like really far behind economically, so this push needs to do damage because I'm opting heavily for units. So he's still, I don't think he's seen, oh, I have Blink done. So that means I can move out at any time, and I do have a supply advantage on him, so that's always good. Adding 2 sentries on, and then I go, because I need to have sentries for force fields, just in case. I also have the Mothership Core, so I can Time Warp, and I believe I can return home, because they're 100 units, 100 energy apiece. So I got 3 gates, another gateway, no other tech other than Twilight. I was thinking, I don't know, I was going to add on Robo if this didn't work. So I didn't really add that on immediately. It took me a little while to get to Robo. So he hit a lot of Lings, and he just had a lot of Lings. Like if you look at the units tab, he had 42 Lings, which I moved up here to see if I can just take out his third. I figured he took his third over here, but he didn't. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to attack his main base, fuck it. If he only has Lings, I was actually surprised. He only had Lings. Too late for force fields. That was a bad call on my part. Then he got the full surround. I Time Warped the ones in behind. Losing a lot of units, but I do manage to get off the mass recall. So I saved. That was not a cost-effective unit, or a cost-effective engagement for me. So L. See, that was not a very good engagement for me at all. So I realized I need to keep macroing because he's probably going to go for a counter right now. Because thank God I recalled, otherwise I would have lost everything. So I have an expansion now. So I have something to hold off this push. So I have enough that I can hold this off. Especially if I Nexus over Photon Overcharged. Which, did I? So I pulled some probes just to kind of seal the deal. Did I move some workers? No, I didn't. But I did macro up both Nexi. Adding on 3 more gateways because I realized he might just start macro pushing me where he just A moves all his units down here, which seemed like a very likely occurrence. So he's getting Overlord speed, is it? Is that Overlord speed? Where's it being researched? I don't even know. Is that speed? Oh, it's Ventral Sacks. It can store units. So he's going for Overlord drops. So I add on a Robo because I saw roaches. And I assumed he's just going to go for some roaches and just macro up and just like hit me because now I'm behind. And he's on, I assumed, at least 3 bases. He just took it somewhere else, or he took it right now. So I assumed he's ahead and he's just going to take a bunch of frickin' roaches and just A-move me. So now he's moving out with Lings. I've added on enough Stalkers that I don't know. I feel like I can hold off against the Ling push. So he moves out with a bunch of roaches, which it's a good thing I was on this ramp, needless to say. So I add on a Robotics Bay simply because I need Colossus, because I feel like that will be my saving grace. It'll allow me to kill off all the Lings while if I add on a few immortals, that'll kill off the roaches. Although I don't think I added on immortals because I didn't have the money for it, because I wasn't playing economically. Which is very frustrating when you're used to playing economically and very greedy, that, oh, he's going for overlord drops. And these are painful. I have never seen this strategy before, overlord drops. So I'm attacking right here. Kudos to him for frickin' attacking while attacking. That was very nice. Oh, I have an observer, so I'm killing off everything up here. And he's doing damage in my main. So I pull my probes, warp in some zealots. I'm not really multitasking this very well because I'm fighting this battle, although I really don't need to. Because I'm going to win it, because I have enough roaches. But back here, I have all these zealots, and I move them up here when he's killing off my cyber core. I said, well, kudos, I've never seen that before. And I think he asked me if I said GG. Nope, not yet. Do. So I kill off all these Zerglings. I'm not willing to give up just yet, so we're killing off these overlords. Don't really have too many stalkers, but I do have blink, and I forget that I have blink. So that's bad. I sent some probes back up here. I'm actually getting pretty good at pulling probes. He's not going to really do anything right here. And that was a pretty good engagement for him. Right now, he's being fairly cost-effective. That roach battle wasn't so cost-effective, but he got my cyber core, and I really didn't notice it for like 2 more minutes. And he killed off all my probes and gas, so he did quite a fair bit of, economic damage. So he's adding on a Spire now, because he probably saw my Colossus Robo Bay. And 12 more Lings and ranged attack for Zerg. Like Zerg ranged attack. So he adds on a Spore Crawler. Don't know why. I'm not really opting for air. And he's got 2... Oh, I thought that was a Spore Crawler. Spires are so small when they spawn. And this is like annoying. Like if you've ever played Zerg, I played Zerg a few times. Like overlords flying over your hatchery so you can't even click on your queen and everything. Oh man, that's so annoying. I add on more zealots because I know it's going to be a lot of lings. So I chrono out my Colossus and my extended thermal lance. I throw my stalkers up here because then they can engage any overlords that try to pop up here. Which is the way I've found is the best way to deal with drops, obviously, is spread out your stalkers, just so they can engage the drops and you get a little bit of early warning, and maybe you can even snipe one of them. So, and you leave the rest of your army at the front just in case they engage the front. Where if he tries to ling run by me up here, obviously that's not going to work for him in the slightest. He's going to get owned if he tries that. Because my army literally hard counters lings right now. Mass Zealot and Colossus. That is probably the hardest counter to lings, short of, like, air. It's the hardest ground counter. So I could probably move him back down here and take a third. I really should have taken a third. I have so many minerals. And he's really being passive right now, and he's just macroing up. So he's adding on a lot of mutas. Which, not exactly sure why. Maybe so they can hit ground too, but they're not too great versus Colossus. So he adds on a few Corruptors, which good for him. He's adding on air attack. So I move out again because I have 2 Colossus, and I figure maybe if I can just kill a base, I'll do pretty good. So I see a Changeling. The Changeling is coming, Changeling is coming, Changeling is coming. So I think I have a unit back here that kills it. Oh, I'm supply blocked again at 124. Damn it, that happens to me all the time. I need to work on my supply blocks. Honestly, like that's a very big thing I need to work on. Changeling. Fuck, I don't think I ever killed it. So I moved out, saw these free roaches, decided to capitalize on my free roaches. He moves with his air army. So I don't have too many stalkers to deal with these mutalisks. So I try and kill them off the mutas as best as I can. I'm really losing a lot of... I'm losing my class pretty quick, and I lose all this. I really just need a mothership core out, because now that I can't kill the mutas, it's a useless fight for me to even take. So I need to re-get out my Colossus, need to add on some stalkers, because I know the mutas are coming, although there's less of them. I have enough zealots that I can hold, just as long as I get down here fast enough. But thank God for the charge upgrade, because it gets here literally just in time. Go! That was the longest charge I've ever seen. So the mutas come up here, come over here, or kill off my Robo Support Bay, because I'm just not paying attention. So I'm trying to macro away from these Corruptors, try and kill as many as I can. He gets that, and I believe he gets... Oh, shit, I'm not even killing off the mutas either. Trying to get the rest of the corruptors. I should have killed these mutas, because they're killing off my robo support bay, and I really didn't even see it. Oh, and he gets the militia corps, too. The last second. So he gets my robo support bay, and just... God, how did I not scout that? Like, I see it now. So I pull back. Didn't even notice my robo support bay was gone until I tried to build another Colossus. So now... I'll give him this. For Overseers, he threw down a bunch of the... Whatever... Where it slows down the building, like the crap that, yeah, that stuff. He did that a lot on like all my buildings and like on my Robo Bay to slow down my Colossus. Like, very unique strategies from this guy, I'll give him that. Didn't really move these probes out. I have a Nexus starting for my third because I realize I need to start macroing up. So I kill off all but one of them. So I moved back down here. I have a really huge gateway army. Try and get out my Colossus again, simply because I need Colossus right now. I have so many stalkers, I can kill off the mutas. Said you're definitely playing unorthodox, which he is. I'm impressed. I was very impressed actually, because he's not playing Roach Hydra, which is not fun to play against all the time. And this is a very different game. Ling Roach Muta. Overseer delay. So, this guy was actually pretty cool. Like, I talked to him. Nah, just playing for fun. I'm actually on unranked. He's unranked. He's gold, so am I. I like it, haha. Didn't really ever move my probes down here. I think I did that a little late. Got charged, though, which is very good. I did not get any upgrades, and... Didn't realize I couldn't build a Colossus until I tried to build one, and I couldn't get one. So I only had one Colossus in this fight, but I had such a huge gateway army. How many probes did I have? 45. That's not usual of me. I was just like, I'm playing aggressive. Fuck it. So my Zealots really tearing through all these. So I have a lot of mutas. There are a lot of stalkers to blink under these mutas, so... I believe I blink under them, and I really get a lot of... Like, my Zealots are taking care of the roaches, while my Stalkers are taking care of the mutas. And, yeah, it's just not effective for him. So he loses a lot of mutas. Especially for me to not lose a lot of Stalkers. Stalkers are really... They do well versus roaches. Or, Zealots do well versus roaches. Especially when they have charge, they just can't harass them. Like, you just charge on top of them, blink all of these away. Kill off this whole army off. He loses a lot of mutas, especially for not killing too many stalkers. So I come out of that battle pretty ahead. Units lost tab. Let's see if it's kind of evened up. It's evened up, and it's now in favor of me. So I feel like I came back. I was behind, definitely, after that first push, but now I'm kind of... Especially for only being on 2 bases, I'm just being more cost-effective than him. Although he is floating a lot. He's just not... Where's his production? 18 lings, 5 mutas. He could have macroed more. I think he's just missing his injects. And he has no queens. So he can't really macro as hard as he could. So he's forgetting queens. He's also playing for fun, so I'm not actually going to say that he's like... I don't know, like, I just like played better than him. He's probably just playing for fun. Which is good. I like people that play for fun. StarCraft is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to be playing for fun. You're playing for fun and to get better, so... I definitely don't blame him for playing for fun. That's always great. So I move away from these cocoons. I probably could have killed those mutas when they popped. I just didn't, though. So he's moving out with a Ling counter. I actually build a sentry right here. Or build sentries right here, because I'm planning on force fielding when they arrive. Like, force field the ramp just to hold. And I believe I mistimed it. So I was killing off the mutas. I mistimed it. Like, I wasn't watching at the time, so I just completely fucked that up. So I get another sentry. I was just trying to force field him out of my main. Because if I could just... I have enough bank that I can keep warping in more units. Didn't really care about here. I was just going to base race him. But if I could slow him down with the force field... And the Zealots. So I warp in some Zealots to try and save my base. And move them over here. Oh, they're not doing anything. But I base race him now. And obviously now it's a base race. He has an Overlord full of Lings. I don't know why it's on patrol. But... Blink counter here, kill off this. Zealots kill off his counterattack, and now he's just A-moving with a bunch of units. But he's always setting him in like 3 at a time, so he's really losing a lot of units. I'm making more probes, yay, because I don't have too many probes because I was losing them. So now, let's look at the units lost tab. Really, really favoring me now. My zealots are just being or my stalkers are being super cost effective. His corruptors are useless, and he GG's out of the game. Which, this was a very, I don't know, this is a longer, better game than your average silver game. My average silver game, not the average silver game. This game I felt like was just better overall. It was more fun to play. It was way more back and forth. Like, there were several times where I felt like I was going to lose, but then I came back and won the game. So, thanks for watching, guys. I've been playing a lot of unranked recently just to try and get used to the Gold League, get used to dealing with harass, get used to multitasking, get used to all this other stuff, because I just have to get better. And I feel like I only have like 5 bonus pool, so I really don't want to drop to like rank 100 just because I suck. But I won like 6 games in a row last night. All the games I played, I won. It was pretty great. So I'm definitely getting better at dealing with harass. I've been trying to get better with dealing with harass. I think I've just been playing faster too. 79 APM, my average is like 65-ish. So this game I was playing upwards of 80, so I'm definitely getting faster too. And not that APM really is important. I feel like just APM, it shows how much you multitask. Well, I guess effective actions per minute, 62. It used to be like 50. But I'm spamming less. I'm kind of just getting better at multitasking. Like, obviously, I'm not perfect. Like, I'm not building things back at base. I could be adding another Colossus. Warped in a lot more Zealots, though. And could have took another base, because... Oh, I couldn't, actually. I really wasn't mining. But I could have added my gases here, even though I had a lot of gas. But still. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Road to Masters Gold League. And please comment, subscribe, like, do all those fancy things that make you a special person. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.